Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we continue the music theory series right here at BusyWorksBeats.com/music theory. Today we're going to focus on trap melody. Now melodies are diverse. You got to remember, if you're producing a beat or background music, most of the melody is not going to be in the beat. But sometimes it is in the beat. It really depends on the artist, because now trap music and hip hop or rap is moving towards a melodic vocalist, whereas before we were listening to bars, and when you listen to bars, they weren't necessarily melodic bars, so the beat had to be very melodic. Okay, so just understand the movement of melody throughout hip-hop. But today we're going to focus on trap. Now trap music is not really, again, this goes back to fundamental stuff. It is about the music theory, but it's not about the music theory. It's more so about the post-production stuff, the stuff you do after the music theory. Okay, so let's go over a couple techniques for trap melody, and I'll give you a couple FL shortcuts to help you along. All right, so let's start with first, sound selection is key. With trap music, mallets are going to be good, bells are going to be good, and any kind of synthesizer. Now, the best part about trap melodies is that you can use almost any sound as your melody. So you have a lot of variety, but mallets, bells, and what did I say there? Mallets, bells, piano, and I forgot the other one, synths are good. And you don't need high-end plugins. You can use the default stuff, and I'll show you. We're going to pull up Fruity DX7. Where are we at? Fruity DX10, I mean. And we're going to pick a preset from there and swap out the melody, just to show you that you don't need to spend a whole bunch of money right now. Okay, so let's go to, where are we at? Let's see, mallets. And let's start off on like a vibraphone type of vibe, if I can find it. Can't read from this far. So the main reason why these work so well is because they have long tails. Like your bell sounds have a long tail and reverb. So it's similar to holding the sustain pedal on a piano. That's why people love these for trap so much. Because now we can get the piano vibe and that sad ballad vibe from something else other than a piano. So let's use this sound. Let's open up the piano roll. And a quick shortcut, again, we have actually a chart for scales in the Music Theory Essentials course package right at busyworksbeats.com/music theory. We also have a free chord code chart at busyworksbeats.com/chord codes. So anyway, if you go to your stamps, let's switch this to, actually not stamps, sorry. Go to piano roll options, go to helpers, go to scale highlighting, and go to any scale you want. Now again, these are great tools to help you stay within a scale, but if you don't know why you're in this scale, what the scale is doing for you, it can add more confusion than help. So just keep in mind, these tools are cool, but you have to understand what you're doing in music theory, okay? Because sometimes you go outside the key, sometimes you switch keys, sometimes you do stuff that's, so there's a lot of it. Anyway, let's go to the Arabic scale. And let's switch the helper. Let's go to helper, scale highlighting. Let's go to the root note of, what did I just play? Let's do A flat or G sharp. Okay. So it notes your root note here. You can barely see it on my screen, but that's your root note. It kind of highlights it. And let's start here. Now all the highlighted areas are parts of the scale. So the darker parts are not a part of our scale. And like I said, melody for trap is not really based on the approach. There's the other approaches, like how to create energetic stuff, how to create happy and sad melodies. This is more of a post-production. So let's follow our our concepts of creating sad, which is going downward. So that's actually so sad. Hold on, let's crank the BPM up. Now with this scale, you're gonna have weird intervals. So the chords are going to be a lot different. So that's why I'm showing you a different scale, so you're not just memorizing the minor and major. That's not a problem. I'm just... So most people just, plug in a 4-note melody, which is fine. There's nothing right or wrong about that. It's just if you want to get outside the box, you have to learn this music theory. So let's just use this as our melody. Copy it over. And, whoa, what are we doing here? All right, so let's pull this up 1 octave, hit Control up. So I wanted to switch up at the end. So that's another thing about your melodies. You don't switch them up at the end. So it just keeps repeating it. Okay, so the trap technique here, the most common one here is to add halftime. This is a Cable Guys plugin. And they've basically focused specifically on trap effects. So halftime is one. They have one called, I think, Time Shaper. I don't have it, but it works pretty well. Now, some people like to add gross beat for pitch bends. I don't really need a pitch bend or a stutter effect, but if you want to do that, you can add it there. But see how it adds like a different layer of melody? So I like to blend mine at 50% at least. Or you can automate this so you can turn it up or down over time. Now I don't want to waste time adding trap drums. I'm just showing you melodic stuff. So let's copy the same exact melody and let's paste it into an FL Studio free plugin called Fruity DX10. And I'm going to turn off halftime just so we can preview the sounds. Now we're starting off with this sound here, which sounds similar to a bell. It just needs a little touch. Let me see. Let's turn up the release time. So let's use this free sound and now run it through halftime. And now we have a trap, sound. It's not about the sound. It's about what you do to the sound. It's almost like DJing when they used to scratch and rewind and slow down like that for the Houston sound. Same thing with trap. So you can go through presets, but hopefully you get the gist by now. It gives you that future kind of wizard sound. All right, so that's it for today. We have more videos on trap melody, so I suggest going to our channel and looking deeper into trap melodies. But if you really want to get into music theory and understand the fundamentals so you can be flexible and versatile, go to busyworksbeats.com/music theory. I'll leave a link below. It's busyworksbeats.com.